up everyone, welcome back to another amazing video, and today we're going to talk about how Lucy saved Guilty Gear Strive. Now, I'm sure you're probably wondering, wait a minute, how did a guest character save a game? Well, first and foremost, Lucy's here. She's one of the last characters of Season 4, but I really think she has set the bar high for Season 5. Now, as a guest character, being one of Guilty Gear's first guest characters, I really think that she did an amazing job, and that as Guilty Gear's first guest character, Lucy is probably one of the most well-designed guest characters I've ever played. For starters, she is super fun, and we'll definitely talk about ways to deal with her and actually try to play against her and how to play her. But what I really want to focus on here is how awesome these devs were so creative to bring her to life, considering that she's a character that doesn't necessarily fall within the realm of Guilty Gear. But between her arcade mode actually showing off how the backyard could be literally the place of all souls, including from other alternate dimensions, this is a character that's just well designed overall. She's not too crazy strong, but then she's also not weak either. And it's a really nice mix that makes her enjoyable and really sets the tone on how people should be bringing guest characters in. Now, again, that's about Lucy, but what exactly did she do to save Strive? Well, on top of the fact that it's going to bring in so many new people, I mean, while streaming on TikTok, everybody was asking, wow, she's in the game? How do I get to play? With her, she has brought in an insane patch. In fact, this patch probably is the most healthy that have been brought into the game for a while. You know, with Season 4's launch, it was a little bit shaky and a lot of the patches were kind of questionable, looking at cheap Potemkin players. But with this particular patch, it almost feels like they normalized a lot of things. They normalized damage, they also normalized the multipliers, and they even normalized a couple of characters to really tone them down. Now, of course, who's the winner, who's the loser of the patch, that's a future video, and we'll see how that works out. But what I do want to point out here is that everybody is happy. Do you know how hard it is to actually make someone, especially a fighting game player, happy? It's almost impossible. But from what I've seen from everybody in the Strive community, this patch has probably been the most healthiest to the game, and it's all because of the feedback we've been giving. Plus, you gotta set the bar high with Lucy. You're gonna be introducing so many people to this game that if they're not at a specific curve level, it is gonna create some chaos, and you're not gonna have a happy party. Everybody's coming in to play Guilty Gear Strive to play Lucy, so you better make sure that you have a patch that makes sense for not only your veteran fighting game players that have been playing Guilty Gear Strive since literally year one, but also just in general, making sure it's a welcoming feeling. Because if I remember anything from the first year of Strive, it was how welcoming the game felt to pick up. And that's what Lucy does. She just feels really good to just straight up pick up and then be able to just be cohesive to what is currently the meta in Strive. So it has been a really positive, awesome moment to see Strive just thrive. The other big thing that she also brings in is, of course, ranked. This is another thing that Guilty Gear Strive players have been complaining about since forever. And the fact that we actually have a legitimate ranking system, number one, we actually now have an opportunity to just literally queue up in games. No more Celestial challenges, no more spending 2 or 3 hours trying to go ahead and finish a Celestial challenge so that you have to go ahead and actually do one and dones because you keep getting with the wrong person or a wrong connection. No, it's a legitimate ranked. You actually can see people's connections and say, do I want to fight that? Nah, not really. Or you can literally just go ahead and skip on, keep playing, stay in training, and just wait for your next match. By the way, matches come in pretty fast. Matches just keep on coming pretty fast. So again, I have been enjoying really much so how this Strive has been. As I've been saying, I've been enjoying this patch and how ranked has just been exactly what everybody needed. And I wish more Japanese developers and honestly developers in just in general, I'm looking at you, Riot, stop with the lobbies. Just give me a ranking system where I can queue in, go into training, wait for my next match, and actually boot up and play. It's insane how long, for 4 years now, we've been dealing with Celestial 4 and these quote unquote ranked lobbies, and now we actually have an official ranking system that feels pretty good. Now, there's of course a couple of things that could be improved, and we'll talk about that in another video, but I think it's just important to really highlight here how positive the experience has been for Strive. So that's how Lucy saved Strive. Let me know in your comments below to go ahead and let me know in the comments below what your thoughts about this current season is, and we will definitely be seeing you with some more Guilty Gear Strive in the future.